Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today we're talking about, embracing mistakes. Are you ready? Let's get started. Embracing mistakes? Are you serious, Kevin? Have you run out of things to talk about? Is this really what you're going to do a video on today, is for us to embrace mistakes? Yeah. In episode 77 of my podcast, the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, my guest was Aaron Walker, and he made a great comment about mistakes. He says, Kevin, I don't make mistakes, I learn. And Thomas Watson, the founder of IBM, famously said, the way to succeed is to double your error rate. And my famous Thomas Watson story is in the 1940s when one of his employees had made a really big mistake. It cost the company $1 million. And he had written his resignation letter and taken it into Watson. Watson read the letter and says, what is this? He says, well, I'm expecting that you're going to fire me. He says, why would I fire you now? I've just given you $1 million education. Watson was embracing mistakes. Aaron Walker was embracing mistakes. I'm encouraging you to embrace mistakes. Am I suggesting that by embracing mistakes that we're actually going to go try to make them or intentionally make them? Well, not exactly, but we know that they're going to happen. And so if they're going to happen, I'm going to suggest that you do 3 things. Here are those 3 things. First, recognize them. Sometimes people don't even really want to recognize a mistake. They want to deny it. They want to excuse it away. They want to try to just forget about it. We've got to recognize the mistake for what it is, big or small. Next, we need to reflect on them. See, the chance for learning comes from the reflection. It's not like, oop, there's a mistake, but there's a mistake. What happened? What might we do differently? What can we learn from it? What could we make sure happens earlier to avoid that the next time? We reflect on it, which leads us to the third thing, which is then we can act on them. See, if we're going to turn a mistake into something positive, we have to not just recognize it and reflect on it, but then we must act on the mistake. We must take the action. See, most everyone will say that they learn from their mistakes, which is true, but it isn't true unless you do the 3 things I've just talked about. Recognize, reflect, and act. Otherwise, it's just sort of randomly, yes, sometimes I did learn from it, even if I did it 21 times before I learned the lesson. All of us want to be learners. All of us want our teams to be learners. If we will embrace the mistake, we have a better chance of learning. We have a better chance of moving forward in a positive way with an outcome in the future that gets us to a better place. I say, embrace the mistake. Here's today's tweet. If you want to learn from experience, you must use mistakes and learn from them, not avoid or deny them. Embrace the mistake. You noticed that I mentioned episode 77 of the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Guess what? There's more episodes than that now. They're all available to you. You can go back and binge, or you can start from where we are and move forward. Every week there's a new episode of the podcast, and every week there's a new video right here. Hope you'll join me then on the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.